It seems like such a long time ago that the tour got underway, with Alessandro Valverde winning stage 1 to Pumalak and collecting the first yellow jersey of this year's race. Stage 3 to Nantes, Dumoulin won the stage for France. Virlou moved into yellow. It wasn't for long as Schumacher collected the time trial and took the leader's yellow jersey. But his reign was to be short-lived as well, as Kim Perkin of Luxembourg took over the coveted yellow jersey. The tour then moved into the Pyrenees for its first big rendezvous with the mountains. Australia's Cadel Evans moved into the lead, but the margin could not have been closer. Yellow, it's the colour that we associate with France in July. Today, we're going to have to associate it with Italy as the tour heads on stage 15 to Prato Nevoso. This, the first of 3 big stages in the Alps. Mark Cavendish, a non-starter. Oscar Pereiro, the winner of the Tour in 2006, unable to finish. A significant crash, broken shoulder. Fortunately, he was conscious, taken away, however, to hospital. 4 riders have broken away. Credit Agricole, Simon Gerrans, Danny Pate from Garmin Chipotle, Igor Martinez of Euskaltel Euskadi, and Jose Luis Arieta from AG Tour. They've gone across the top of the 2,700 metre Col d'Agnel, and they have more than a 10-minute lead.
Attack here by Igor Martinez.
Well, he's gone early because I would have put him down to attack after the others try to move. He's tempting them out to play here, and he's caught Arieta. I thought Arieta looked a little bit ropey as this climb started, and if they slow down, he'll ride himself back in, but if they apply the pressure, I think he will be dropped. And look at Danny Pate. Is he tired? He's got a lot of courage if he is.
Well, now this is
Let's not forget the other part of the Tour de France, because this is Andy Schleck here setting the pace with Carlos Sastre, and now there are only 2 riders in front of Cadel Evans from that team. He's riding like a leader just at this moment. But this is a race now of strongmen. Now there's the attack by Sastre. Cadel Evans has to answer that one, but no need to panic. Sastre is a long way behind for the moment. Bernard Cole as well. This is a decisive move. The yellow jersey is still looking strong.
Well, the yellow jersey is looking strong, but he's not the one who's chasing them down. In fact, the pressure is coming on the front there, Phil, by the man from Russia, Denny Menchov.
Good for Cadel.
Right up
Others
there.
have got a race 2 in this event.
Others got to race 2 in this event, but it just goes to show that Team CSC are going to do everything. Bernard Cole has grappled onto the back wheel of the Spanish rider there, and Van der Velde is still in contact.
He's on the lower slopes, and Andy Schleck is pushing on as he tries to go clear now.
Well, Andy Schleck has taken off there because he's seen a little move going clear there, and I think Denny Menchov...
he's gone down. What did he hit there?
He just slipped on the road. Menchov was making his big move of the day, Phil, and he went down and his chain is off. Well, he's going to have to get himself back in. Just look at this. He just goes around the corner and it's so slippy.
There is no reason for that, I think. And in fact, I can look out the window here. The rain has just started, can you believe? And it's becoming quite heavy in the last few kilometres. And that was simply the grease on the surface of the road. We are looking now further down the slopes, and this is another attack by Sastre.
Carlos Sastre is looking for the climb this afternoon. He's just about to get joined there, Phil, by Denny Menchov, covered as well by Bernard Cole. This man wants to win the Tour de France this year. He's put everything into the bank to try and win if he can. Finally, Andy Schleck goes to the back of the group, and they're having to put Cadel Evans onto the front. Evans is now in the defensive.
That's it, and he won't chase Valverde because Valverde's lost time. Now Cadel is looking for wheels. He's seen Frank Schleck go. He's got to chase Frank. 1 second splits them. Cadel Evans gets in the wheel of Christian van der Velde.
What a race this has been, Phil, and this is only the first of the Alpine stages. Look at the face here on Denny Menchov. He's trying to ride himself back into a top 3 position at the end of the day. Carlos Sastre is the man that set it up, but I tell you what, CSC are all over this race. They have thrown everything at him this afternoon.
This has been a very tough time. There's a 1 second gap there right now. My opinion is Cadel should lose this yellow jersey and give it to Frank Schleck and live to fight another day. We've now seen Menchov is right into the red zone as well as he gets up behind Sastre. Sastre, he's the odd man out of the favourites. He needs some time gain now to start the long journey back. He can't ride the last time trial. And the finish, Danny Pate's broken, but look at the speed of Simon Gerrans. The Australian has left them ball. They should have dropped him, because this is going to give Australia a terrific stage winners. Chased home by Martinez. A win for Simon Gerrans after 4 Tours de France. He snatches the first ever victory, and that is absolutely delightful from the man from Mansfield in the state of Victoria. And a terrific result for Danny Pate. An all-day breakaway, and the USA rider gets third.
Well, Cole knows this, Phil. He knows he is so close to the yellow jersey here this afternoon. He's looking for 46 seconds. That's all he wants. He doesn't care about finishing 5th or 6th or 7th on a stage like this. And look at Carlos Sastre. He too is pulling himself back up there. And Alejandro Valverde is riding like the true Spanish champion that he is this afternoon. Well, Cole gets out of the saddle again, Phil, over this final steep part of the climb. He doesn't have to worry about what position he's going to be this afternoon. He has to worry about the clock and what the clock is going to tell him. And once he's crossed the line, start your clock and try and count for 46 seconds, because that's what it's all going to be about at the end of the day. Has Cadel Evans and the group behind got any power left to try and pull back the gap that he had?
Menchoff has been placed in serious trouble here and might go back to the Cadel Evans group, because Bernard Cole, who's threatened to do something, he is most certainly now the new leader of the King of the Mountains, and the clock may also make him the new leader of the Tour de France. He's going all the way to the line. It is a case of every second counts, and Sastre is also gaining time. This race today has not opened up. It is completely closed down. We are still talking about a matter of seconds, and now 44 will do.
49 it's going to have to be. There is Alejandro Valverde going in. Look at the clock at the bottom there. It's 4 minutes and 13 seconds.
Well, if it's not going to be Cole, it'll be Schleck, because there's a second gap here. As we come up now, 37 seconds has gone by. Frank Schleck is in, and it looks to me as though he's got about 4 to 5 seconds. 43, 44, 45, 46. Cadel Evans is going to keep yellow or lose it to Frank Schleck.
It really has been a week to remember for Australian cycling. Cadel Evans wore the yellow jersey for 5 days. He lost it yesterday, but no need to despair. Cadel loses the yellow, but looked pretty relaxed before going out on his rest day ride. As always, bodyguard Serge was within close range of Cadel, who had a chance to catch up with sponsors. He's also wearing a new brand of socks, which reveals his political views in Tibet. We also had a chance to catch up with Jaroslav Popovic, his teammate, who acknowledges there's work to be done if his leader is to win the Tour de France. The mountain competition, Bernard Cole has a 25-point lead from Sebastian Lang, followed by Egoy Martinez. In the chase for the green jersey, Oscar Ferreira has a commanding lead from Thor Hushovd and Eric Zabel third. And in the all-important overall standings, just 8 seconds separates the top 3 riders, Frank Schleck, Bernard Cole and Australia's Cadel Evans.